social media with your 1.3 million Instagram followers. Bravo. I am nowhere near there, nor will I possibly ever be. Like, you seem so confident. Like, you seem, because you basically just say, like, you stick up the middle finger and say, like, fuck you. This is me. I'm living my life, which is so commendable. You know, you would think that you would always be that way. You know what I mean? Like, but it sounds like, did you go down that rabbit hole in the beginning of like letting the comments bother you and everything?
No, it's so weird. I always like me and Corey always talk about how like I'm different than most women. I'm pretty detached. I'm not like emotionally reactive. I'm like a logical thinker. So I really take a step back every time I'm in like a situation like that where somebody said something really mean. Um, which is every single day, every time I read my DMs or my comments, I have to block so many words out because people love to say I look like Michael Jackson and craziness, which is whatever. Um, I just have had to have tough skin forever. So it literally does not bother me. I honestly think that they're funny. The only time it pisses me off is when they involve my family, like my little siblings or my parents or, somebody who's actually a good person. Um, I get it that watching us, it's reality TV. So you think that you know somebody, but you only see 30 minutes of their life once a week for a couple of years. That doesn't mean that you know me. You know what we want to show, what we're willing to show, what vulnerabilities we're willing to give you guys. That's not really who we are as people. We're actually really good people, and I'm very proud of my mom and my dad for raising us the way that we are, and all my siblings. I wish people could really see how genuine we really are.
Did your siblings get bullied too, or it was mainly just you?
KJ, he was just sitting right here in front of me too, watching me. So I'm glad he walked away, which I hope he still can't hear me. But there's these kids at school who bully him. And there's this one kid in particular, and he has like his dad has all these nice cars and like all this stuff. And so he'll be like, oh, my car's faster than like your dad's, or like KJ will come home and be like, what's this car, like what do we like, what's the difference, like why does he think that his car is like faster and like all this stuff. So like they try to bully him that way, and like you're I'm better than you or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that these, like, he goes to a private school where there's a lot of, like I said, people whose kids go there that are, I mean, Chipper Jones like lives down the street. There's like a lot of people who live in this area that are known or have done something in the entertainment industry at some point, or they're an athlete, whatever it is. So he's not around people that don't really have a background in what he's grown up in, you know what I mean? So I don't think it's that bad for them. I don't think that the kids really understand. I mean, they're only in, like, their friends. The kids, my siblings know, they love to film. They were like, what, am I not filming today? They would be so upset.
They're like,
um,
today is not a filming day.
yeah, no, they're no, well, sometimes, we'll be like, oh no, we like the adults are going to have lunch together. And they're like, well, I just put on this outfit. I got mic'd up. Like, I'm not going to film today. But no, I just don't think that the kids there understand yet. Now, when that day does come, I'm not afraid to go beat a little kid's ass. I will go to that school.
That's
You know,
because you take after your mom, like, right?
yeah, she, you know what? I've watched her, so I feel like I can hold my own just like she can.
Well, like watching you and your mom, like you said, like we don't know, what goes on behind closed doors. Like I get how reality TV works, but to me, it's like, your mother-daughter goals. Like you guys, I know like she had you at a younger age, but you guys really are friends. And I don't know who doesn't think that's the ideal parent-child relationship as you grow up. Why do you think like so many people are so obsessed with this relationship? They're saying like, you are posing in skimpy outfits together, this whole thing. She took you to get lip injections. I don't think they think that's a really big deal. Like you're going to either go on your own to somebody down the street you don't know, or to an expert.
Yeah.
So, but why do you think people have so many comments about your and Kim's relationship?
Honestly, it's hard to have a good relationship with your parents. A lot of people aren't as open as I am, or my sister is with my parents. Looking at my friends' relationships with their parents, I'm like, were they even a part of your life? Like, do they have no clue what they're doing? They're not really involved. My parents are so overly involved. They know everything, probably more than they want to know. I share everything you could think of with them because I want to be that open. My mom wanted us to have she wanted to be that person that I could go to if something was bothering me versus a girlfriend, or like, oh, if I wanted to know about sex, or if I wanted to know about, anything like that. She wanted to be the one because she's more informed than, my girlfriend who's my age and has no clue too. So I think being raised like that is hopefully how I'll be able to raise my kids too, because I want them to have that open conversation with me. I don't ever want them to go to somebody else and get some type of false information or guided in some direction that's probably not going to lead them down a good path. People probably just don't have that relationship with their family. I think that if I didn't have this relationship with my mom and I was an outsider looking in, I would probably be a little jealous or envious of the relationship that they have. A lot of people message me and say they love it. They love us. They think that we're amazing. So if for as much hate as there's as much love too. It's just sometimes, you tend to pay attention to the negativity more than the positive comments because it's easier. She really is a wonderful mother. I always used to say growing up, like, I want you to raise my kids because you did such a good job. Like, me and Ariana don't lie. Like, we're not hoes. We're not out here like with a different dude every night. Like, we're good girls, and I'm very proud of that.
Well, if you ask Kim to raise your children, she probably would gladly.
She wants me to have a child. She's like, come on, I'm not getting any younger. Like, I want a little baby, and if you don't have it, I'm gonna have one. And she's like, Ariana, come on, like, one of y'all have a baby. I'll take care of it. I'm like, you're insane. I'm not having kids. Like,
You think if you came home like tomorrow and you were like, guess what? I am having a baby, would she be thrilled?
oh my God, she would love it. She would lose her mind. It would probably be the happiest day of her life. Probably, I mean, like 50-50. She'd probably be pissed because she's gonna have to deal with me bitching for the next like 9 months, but she would be so excited that there was a baby coming around. She loves babies. Not so much like the stage the kids are in. I mean, she loves that too, but like babies, she has baby fever.
Do you love being part of just a large? I mean, my parents, I grew up in a very similar household. Like you say fuck, say talk about sex, whatever. Like this is just, I don't understand the opposite either. Like, I think it's like, it's not reality. Like, do you want to hear about all this or do you want me just to keep it all to myself?
Yeah.
So I totally get it. I think do you love being part of a large blended family?
I do. I love it. I think that it's so fun because you're never bored. I can go, like, if I don't have a girlfriend to go to dinner with or Ariana's busy, I'll go take KJ or Cash or Kane or Kaya. Kaya and I go get our nails done. It's like built-in best friends. And watching them grow up into these remarkable little people is so amazing. I'm so blessed that they like chose us to be their family. They're the best 4 kids ever. I'm obsessed with them. I want to just hang out with them all the time. They're very sweet kids. They're adorable. The only thing that I wish is that we were a little bit closer in age because KJ is so fun and he is so crazy. And Cash, I know that we're going to have the best time together in Vegas when we grow up. And I just wish like I could bring him to Vegas now. Like, why do I have to wait like 20 more years or however? I mean, he's 8 years old. So I've got like 16 more years or something. Like,
You're like, let's go.
Yeah.
What about, everyone says, I mean, Kim has said, she says all the time, you're her mini me. Like, how are you guys like different and how are you guys so similar?